Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite settings or favorite things to do on my Sony camera, and this is something that I think will help you if you're looking for like a fast way to get really aesthetic, very pleasing to look at footage, either photos or videos, or if you really are not inclined to doing much color grading. Maybe you don't have the time to do color grading, or you think that your color grading sucks and you really want to be able to just create beautiful images on the fly. This video is for you. It's really all about the setting called creative look in Sony cameras, and the creative look feature is more common in the newer Sony Alpha models like the Sony A7C2, A7R4, A6700, this one here, the Sony ZV-E1, the one I'm shooting with right now, including the Sony ZV-1s and the Sony ZV-1Fs. In fact, this video is being shot right now in the creative look IN. I'll put it up on the screen, and I'm going to show you in the camera menu settings how to get to this setting. Why am I talking about this today? Well, I particularly love this look. There are other looks there. There's the standard, then we have the one they call FL, there's IN, which is the one I'm talking about in this video. There's SH, there's VV2, black and white. So standard, PT, NT, VV, VV2, FL, IN, SH, and so on. Now, all of these are basically like color presets that Sony cameras have built in, and if you shoot in this creative look, the color preset is going to be baked into your photos, and if you record with this color profile on, it will also be baked into your video footage. Now, I started using this color profile setting for photographs. While in photo mode, while covering like an event for instance, or just taking random photos, I was looking through the color looks and I stumbled upon the IN color look, and I really love the way it looks, and I decided to start using it for my photos. And I discovered that while in photo mode, if I take photos, for it to really have an effect on the photos, you have to shoot in JPEG or in RAW and JPEG. Basically, it doesn't bake into the RAW files. So if you shoot in this color profile and you're shooting only RAW, when you import the photos into your computer, you're not going to see the color profile applied or the color look applied, because RAW will just give you RAW. And I found it hard to replicate or recreate the look when I was dealing with RAW files. So I found that the best way to do it is to just shoot in RAW and JPEG. So you have the JPEG options that now have that look, and then you have the RAW files, and then you can walk around creating a preset that looks similar to it, because I'm still trying to search, but I haven't discovered any downloadable presets yet from Sony website that is the IN profile. But then the other thing is, if you shoot to video mode, you cannot use the creative looks unless you switched picture profile off. So if you have picture profile on, and picture profiles are like a more advanced customization for how your image will look. So if you shoot in picture profiles like picture profile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you will not be able to have the option of shooting in this creative look. So you have to switch off the picture profile, and then you now have access to the menu. And again, because this video is all about the IN particular creative look called IN, you can now have that option of shooting in IN. So if you're interested in this look, I just want you to note that if you're using older models, older Sony cameras, for example the A7 III lineup, you will not see creative looks, rather you'll see creative styles, and the creative styles does not have the IN look that I'm talking about in this video. So that's just something to note. So the difference between the creative looks and the picture profile is that the creative looks are like a one-click style for images and videos that apply fixed settings for contrast, saturation, and sharpness. Even though you can adjust the settings in the camera and save custom looks, but the picture profiles offer a higher degree of customization. Things like the gamma curve and color modes like S-cinetone or so on and so forth. You can adjust all that with picture profiles, but with the creative looks, you don't have that advanced degree of customization, but you do have some level of customization. So for instance, you can reduce the saturation or the sharpness and so on. Now, why I like this IN look in particular is because it applies like a kind of smooth matte finish on your photos and your videos, as you can see in the images I'm showing on the screen, and it just gives it a mood, a feel, a vintage feel, a matte feel, a cinematic feel, in my own opinion. And that's why I really like it, because it just gives everything a nice cool flow tone. And then there's a particular tone of orange and teal that shows up in the images. It can be a little bit too bright sometimes, like the highlights can be a little too bright. And so if you shoot in this mode when you're shooting photos, when you take it into an editor like Capture One or Lightroom, you struggle with some images that have very high contrast, like very bright highlights, but the shadows in this look are dull shadows. They're not, the black is not a deep black, it's sort of like a gray or washed out black, which I like a lot. So that's one thing to take note of in terms of your exposure. So maybe it might be better to underexpose a little bit if you're shooting with this particular look, especially when you're taking photographs, to underexpose a little bit. So if you set your camera, for instance, you're shooting with automatic ISO in the camera I use, like the Sony ZV-E1, you can have the option of reducing the exposure compensation dial a little bit, just to, you know, decrease the brightness of the image a bit. And underexposing too will not be such a bad idea, because the blacks, like I said, are not very deep black, so to look a bit gray. But again, you can go in the camera and adjust the settings a little bit to suit your taste. So I just like it. I think it's really, really lovely, and I just thought I'd share this with anybody out there who uses one of these Sony cameras. If you use a Sony camera and you pick it up and you go to the menu settings, and under the exposure and color tab, which is fourth from the top, you go down to number 5, menu 5, and then you see color and tone, and there's creative look right there. So like I said, there are several options. You can still go in and customize like the contrast, the highlights. Yeah, this is beautiful. So you can actually reduce the highlights, and like I'm doing right now, and the shadows, fade, saturation, and so on. You can really customize the look even further. On the Sony website, it says that you can fine-tune contrast, highlights, shadows, fading, saturation, sharpness range, and clarity based on your selected mode. So if you choose IN, for instance, you can customize or fine-tune all of those things I just mentioned. And then it says that after you create your preferred look, you can save it as a custom look and easily apply it later as needed. Custom look also enables you to save slightly different versions of the same mode, so that you can use different versions of your favorite modes for different scenes. And how is it different from the picture profiles? Using the picture profile menu, you can adjust or change parameters that determine light and dark tones, colors, and other image characteristics. So the picture profiles are mainly used in movie recording, so in the movie recording menu. So it includes advanced settings for adjusting things like the gamma curve, color, detail, and several other parameters. So it's recommended for users involved in movie or video production who will prepare the final image by making subtle adjustments during grading process on a computer after shooting. So it's more suitable for people who are going to color grade. So in summary, the creative looks is an easy to set up look customization, color customization in both photo and video mode. It's a good choice for beginners, people who don't really want to go into advanced color grading. While the picture profile is used mainly in movie recording, but it's also available for still images and requires knowledge of gamma curves, color modes, and other parameters. And after shooting with this feature, final editing such as grading is required. So that's in a nutshell what creative looks is all about, and there are several styles and features. I've not yet figured out how to save a customized creative look. I was trying to do that on the Sony a6700. I couldn't see the button to customize it, but maybe before I finish recording this video, I would have figured it out, and I'll make sure I pop it into the video. But if not, it will probably be in another video. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to talk to you guys about one of my favorite settings or customizations on the Sony cameras, especially the newer models. In the older models, it was called creative styles, and now it's called creative looks, and it has several other, they're different. The range of styles or looks differs according to whether you're using an older model that uses creative styles or the newer models that have creative looks. Yeah, that's it. I just love the look and feel. I don't know, how do you guys feel about the image? It's amazing. I'll put some photographs on the screen so you can just see. This is straight out of camera. Even this video is straight out of camera. I'm not editing it in the sense that I'm not applying any colors in post, either in Final Cut or CapCut. Those are the two softwares I use. A lot of times when I shoot, I still apply a lot, in CapCut or in Final Cut to grade my videos, but this video is shot in the creative look IN, not edited. The most I'm going to do on this video is maybe just tweak the highlights a bit, because like I said, sometimes when you shoot with the default IN mode, the highlights can be a bit harsh, and of course you can always adjust that either by reducing the exposure compensation, to the negative side a little bit, or you can go into the creative look menu and you see the highlight and you can reduce the highlights there. So throughout this video, I'm showing you on screen how to get into the menu and adjust the settings. So I hope the video is really helpful. It's really supposed to be short. Tell me what you think about it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.